What's up, world? It's your boy KP. You got Mike the Expert and Dom. You tuning in to Sneakers and Sports. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We need y'all to hit that subscribe button. I know we small. We on our way to 4,000, and we need your help to do that. So hit that button for us, and of course, hit that like and comment because we gonna talk back to you, and we might even talk about your comment on the show. With no more blah blah blah, we're here to talk about the NBA trade deadline. It has been crazy. It started off slow, but now it's cooking. And I got to be honest, man, it's getting more headlines in the Super Bowl. More people talking about these NBA trades in the Super Bowl. But so far, the biggest trade to go down right now has been James Harden for Darius Garland, which, wow, it's a big deal. The Cavs gave up Darius Garland in a second-round pick and get back James Harden. This morning when I saw it, I didn't like it, but I like the deal now. I think the Cavs might be cooking. What y'all think?
It's a big deal to you
Uh,
because you a Cleveland fan. Nobody care about Cleveland.
no.
Hey, man, we contend in the East now. This is an all-in move right now.
Yeah. So actually, I think, for short term, because James Harden is an older guy now. Short term,
37.
yeah, short term, they're gonna be able to do something. James Harden and Donovan Mitchell together offensively, that's gonna be crazy. And then of course, we talked about it earlier, KP. They might be in the mix of trying to get LeBron or whatever. We talked about that because LeBron's an opportunist. So when he sees
Mhm.
guys like, yeah, when he sees guys like that, James Harden and Donovan Mitchell on the same team, two stars like that, and the Lakers are not going to want him anymore. He's going to probably go over there, take less money, and try to get a title, especially it's in the East. So he
Bro,
might be
this
able to
this
do
move
that.
got LeBron name all over it. This is definitely a move for King James because, like you said, LeBron want an easier way to get to a title. He won his
Hmm.
farewell tour, and right now the Cavs have to be one of the teams that you say can come out the East. Now, can
Yeah,
they beat the Thunder? We don't know that, but they could definitely make it out the East. And then you add in LeBron, anything can happen at that point. But
they
we're not
still
there
not
yet.
winning.
We're not there yet. But for this season, I actually like it. What you think of the move, Don?
Look, I like to see it work. I think it could work. I mean, here's the thing. I'm kind of tired of James Harden. I don't like how he, you know what I'm saying? It's like the second he deals with some adversity, he wants up out of there. Like it's just like he never like you talking about journeyman. I mean,
He on his
this
16
man,
now.
James Harden, has played
Hmm.
for half the NBA.
Man,
It
come
just
on, dog. He
feels
on
like
his
that.
16. This
It
isn't Dennis
feels like
Schroeder.
that, dog. I
It's only
mean,
his
I'm
16.
just
Dennis Schroeder done
saying,
played for, I
bro.
think, what, 12 teams so far? 13, something like
Something,
that.
something. He done
Yeah,
been
it's only
everywhere.
his 16, bro. I mean, you can say that about Paul George. He done been on a number of teams at this point.
I mean, a lot of players have been on
Yeah.
different teams. I
I
mean, Kevin
Moses
understand, man.
Durant,
Malone, he played for
Bro.
a lot of different people.
Shaq.
I look.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like it just seems like a lot of teams for James Harden, and it just doesn't work out for neither one of them. I mean,
That's not true.
I'm gonna reserve on this one. I don't know how it's gonna work out. I want to see it. Okay, I will say I give clearly when James Harden doesn't want to play for you, please just get him out of there.
Yeah.
So he's up and down in regards to his, basically his drive to play. Oh, and I'd like to see it.
I
And
agree with
yes,
you when you talking
East is
about
weak.
like when you talking about Brooklyn or you talking about the Philly situation. I agree with you, but in this situation, he's been balling for the Clippers. He hasn't been not
Yeah.
showing up. He's
He's
been
been the
more
main
available than
person.
Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard. And
But the
I
Clippers
agree
are
with
not
you.
winning though.
The Clippers have won on a 15-game winning streak and only lost 4 games. So they in contention to be in the playoffs, but I think this is the issue, man. Yeah, he does normally force his way out, but in this situation, I think it's a little bit different than Brooklyn, a little bit different than Philly, and even Houston. He's in a situation where you got a guy you cannot count on Kawhi Leonard. You don't know when he's going to play and when he's not going to play. Nobody holds Kawhi accountable, so that's an issue in itself. And then the NBA is getting ready to sanction them for this kind of backdoor deal they did with Kawhi. You want to be on a team that's getting sanctioned where you probably not going to make it to the playoffs, at best maybe the play-in? You got to get up out of there.
Yeah, I think the Clippers right now, I think they're gonna go through a rebuild mode. I think eventually, I mean, if they're getting rid of James Harden, they might as well get rid of Kawhi. I think eventually they're gonna, try to do that and rid themselves of Kawhi and just really start over. I mean, the Clippers been bad forever anyway, until, the Chris Paul days came. So,
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I think they're trying to do right now. James Harden, he's old right now anyway. He's like
He is
36.
old,
Yeah, he's towards the
37.
end. Yeah, he's towards the end of his career anyway. So, I mean, he's going to give the Clippers, I think he'll give them a few good years, and that'll probably be it for James Harden. He'll be out the league after that.
I will say this, just like you guys were talking, you are right. This might attract LeBron. Okay. I'll say one thing. All right. James Harden clearly he's not Houston Rockets James Harden. Okay, he's not that James Harden, but he still has offensive like IQ in regards to, you know what I'm saying? He still is, you know, he's basically a veteran in the game and he has a good basketball IQ essentially. I will say too, you know, I mean, you went from the Lakers who, you know, they have trouble shooting. I mean, clearly you got a great shooter in regards to James Harden. Of course, sometimes he's streaky. He can be streaky.
Well, Dom,
But
here's the thing, man. The guy is averaging 25 and 8 right now.
Yeah, bro
He's
is
number
yeah.
3 in assist.
what look, I'm just telling you, this is just my opinion, okay? I'm not saying that like clearly James Harden is a good basketball player, but he's not the Rockets James Harden. He's not
Yeah, but
prime
he
James
not. You act
Harden.
like he holding
He's
on
not.
and he getting 15 points a game or 12
He's
points a
not.
game.
But just
Like
like
he like
LeBron is
Lonzo
not
Ball. He just
prime.
barely holding on.
Look, I didn't say he's barely holding on, but I'm just saying he is at the end of his career. Like he might have 2 or 3 more seasons left in him. That's it. Okay?
Yo,
That's it.
James Harden is still balling. He's still balling. No, he's not playing the same way he played in Houston because the different players, the people he's playing with right now, he can't play like how he played in Houston. I mean, he's got Kawhi on the team. He's got other players to play. In Houston, it was all just about him. But if James Harden wanted to play like how he played in Houston, he could still do that and still put up the points like how he was doing in Houston because he has games where he's 30 plus points and stuff. James Harden could still ball out. He just doesn't look like that because he is not able to play like that anymore. His usage rate is not what it was in Houston. He had the highest usage rate in the league when he was in Houston. So that's why it looked like that. But James Harden still can ball out. He's going to go over there to the Cavs and really put in some work for them. He's probably going to be more still of a passer and stuff. I don't know how he wants to do it. A lot of times when he has other players on the team like a Donovan Mitchell, other people who can put up big numbers, he becomes a passer and distributes to him and stuff. But James Harden is still balling. He might be older, but guys like James Harden, Kevin Durant, people like that, they are still balling. I mean, Kevin
The
Durant
game is aging
averages,
well. Their
yeah,
games
he,
are aging
Here's
well.
here's the
yeah.
thing that I do think the Cavs would lose by losing Garland, and that's defense. I mean, I still have a concern in regards to Harden's defense. Like
Yeah, but
he's not
dog,
as
DG is not
yeah,
a
I mean,
lockdown defender. DG is not a good defender.
he's
They
not.
both bad. Darius Garland's a bad defender. James Harden's a bad defender. And then here's the thing. This is the real issue. The only thing I didn't like is that Darius Garland is a younger player. You give him up a 26-year-old point guard that could potentially get better. But the issue is he's always hurt. Last year, he had the toe injury. Before that, he had the jaw. Then he had another injury before that. This year, he has another toe injury. Like, you can't depend on him to actually even finish the season or even finish a playoff series. So,
Hmm.
yeah, you average 18 and 7, but is it really valuable if you're not around? We need you. I think
And
that's the
then
But
main
he was
issue.
also a younger player, and I don't know, like you're giving up that youth, you know what I'm saying, and basically getting a lot older. And if you bring in LeBron next year, you're gonna get even more older. Like it's just
but what good is youth if you're injured all the time?
Exactly.
You can have all
Ask Zion Williams about that. Ask
can have
Zion
all the
Williamson about
youth
that.
in the world, but if you're not playing, look at Anthony Davis. I know he's an older guy. He's not, but Anthony Davis really talent wise is probably one of the most talented players in the league. But it doesn't matter because he's always injured. So that's why Dallas is trying to get rid of him right now because he's always injured. That's the same with Garland. If you're always injured, the youth doesn't mean anything. James
exactly.
Harden is older, but he's out there on that floor and he's still balling. So yeah, I'm
And
gonna
that's
go for
one thing
that
you can say
till we
about
can do.
James Harden. He don't miss games. He actually shows up and plays, unlike Kawhi Leonard, unlike
Yeah.
Darius Garland, unlike Anthony Davis. He actually shows up and
Mhm.
plays the majority of the time. You
Let me
rarely see
ask y'all
him
this.
not miss a game for injury.
Do y'all think that what's his name? I can't think of his name. Okay, so when he played with the Nets, okay?
Mhm.
Like I've kind of seen this movie before with James Harden. I mean, didn't work out there. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So,
the Nets was dysfunctional, man. They first off, you hired the wrong guy in Steve Nash. That's
okay,
started from the top down. It was dysfunctional. I mean,
Mhm.
Kyrie was being Kyrie, kind of
that's what I
his
was gonna
weird,
say.
quirky self. You don't have Kyrie over with the Cavs. You got Donovan Mitchell, who is a leader and a guy that actually shows up to play. So I think it's a different situation. Same thing with Sixers, right?
But you
The
would say
Sixers,
Kyrie is a better player than Spider, would you
yeah,
not?
but Kyrie, when is he gonna be on the court?
Yeah. The and with that with Brooklyn, I mean, I think there was a season they only played like 17 games or something
Yeah.
together, all together. So I mean, there was a lot of injuries. So I mean, it wasn't because James Harden wasn't balling out. I mean, James Harden went over there and actually was playing more of a distribution. He was a distributor trying to distribute to the different people on the team. What happened with Brooklyn is one, they had no defense whatsoever. They didn't have any true, real good defensive players. That means Brooklyn will score 130 points on you, and then the team that's going against them will score 143 points because nobody was playing defense. That's one.
Yeah.
The second thing was whenever the stars were out there, they were playing, isolation, to the
Mhm.
stars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The team wasn't getting involved. So that's what really hurt that team. But James Harden has always balled out. Even when he went to the Sixers, people like to talk bad about that. But if you look at James Harden was playing the typical point guard role. He was getting those assists, he was distributing the
Mhm.
ball. James Harden knows how to adapt to different situations. So that's what he
And look,
does.
when he went to the Sixers, it unlocked Tyrese Maxey. And if you look at that too, I'll be honest, man, you might want to get away from the Sixers because again, Joel Embiid, when's he going to be on the court? You never know. The guy
Paul
Yeah,
cannot
I
George.
get
finish
that.
a
I get
series.
that.
So
Yeah,
yes, you
George
want to get out of there.
I
yeah,
get
George
that one.
Paul, I mean, when is he gonna be out there on the floor,
George Paul. You
When
stupid.
is
P.
Uh-huh. Nah, what do they call him now? Not pandemic P, it was, what was he? Because he's out,
I
he's
forget,
suspended for
but
25
I mean,
games. They was
shoot,
calling him
probably
something else
I
problematic
now,
at
hope
this
it's
but
not
point because
something
you don't know when the
ridiculous like
guy's going to
yeah,
be
it
mental
was
around.
anxiety or something.
no,
I
no,
hope not.
no, it wasn't.
I hope it's not something like that because that's wrong. That's messed up.
No, no, it wasn't that. It was something because of the reason why he's out. It didn't have nothing to do with mental health because he was taking those
Yeah.
prescription, those
Yeah.
non-prescription drugs or whatever.
Prescription P. There you
It
could
was
say that.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the thing. When I look at it, man, if you the Cavs, you got to go all in. You got one more year with Donovan Mitchell guaranteed contract, and he can ask for a trade. On top of all that, the East is wide open right now. Boston, we don't know that Jason Tatum ever going to be Jason Tatum again, but right now he ain't there.
Mhm.
Detroit, they have not been in this situation before. Yeah, they're in first place, but teams led by Bernie Bickerstaff tend to fall apart in the playoffs. So
Yeah,
you look at the Sixers, who knows if Joel Embiid gonna be healthy? You know, the Raptors, they haven't proven that they're anything just yet. So it's wide open. Why would you not make this move, man? I think this move was more about you couldn't depend on Darius Garland and you got to get something valuable in return. I actually like the move. And plus, if you look at this with James Harden, when centers play with him, they play well. Clint Capella got paid off of playing with James Harden. So now you give him
yeah.
Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, you might be working with something.
Yeah, and you gotta keep upgrading. I mean, Cleveland had to upgrade. They had some players on their team, but they weren't a championship team as they were, so they
No,
gotta
they
try some
weren't.
other
You're
things.
right.
You look at the Pistons. The Pistons number 1 right now, but they still made a trade and upgraded. I mean, they got Kevin I can't say his last name good. Herder, whatever you say his name.
Kevin
Huerter.
Herter.
Good
Kevin
yeah,
Kevin
Herter.
Herter.
yeah, they
Red
got
Velvet.
him. Yeah, they got him. He's a outside shooter. To help with that team. So I mean, teams are still upgrading. You got the number 1 team that's still making trades and still upgrading. So Cleveland has to do the same thing. So they
Plus, I
did.
mean, you brought in Dennis Schroeder. I like that because you need a backup point guard. Again, that was
Hmm.
about Darius Garland not being available. Now you got Schroeder coming off the bench. Keon Ellis is a good defender. I think they working with something, man. And while the East is wide open, you got to go for it. I mean, the Knicks have not scared anybody this season. You know what I'm saying? You got to go
Yeah,
for what you know at this point. So let's talk about the West, man. The West
exactly.
also has some good trades out there. The biggest one being Jaren Jackson. I was actually shocked. I didn't see this one coming, but Jaren Jackson is going to Utah to go play with Laurie Marketing, and I actually like the fit. And then, I mean, they gave up 3 first-round picks. Utah had a lot of picks, and you expect this out of Danny Ainge. But I think it's a really good trade for both teams because the Grizzlies to start over. You got to get Job out of there. You got to start over. You already sit Desmond Bain and Marcus Smart out of there. I think Utah can be a sleeper team in the West to make it to the play-in, man, and possibly make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, Utah was really going to help them is now they're going to have a lot of size. They're going to have 3 big guys, 3 basically close to 7-footers starting,
Mhm.
small forward, power forward, and center. So they're going to have a lot of size. And then, they still have their draft picks. So really, even if they don't do good, the rest of the season, they're going to get good picks to really go along with it. I mean, for the future, Utah, they might not do much this season, but for the future, Utah is really setting themselves up to really make some big moves and do some big things. So
I
yeah, I
think
like it.
this is kind of like they're taking a page out of the book kind of OKC. They
Mhm.
have gotten, supremely younger,
Mhm.
gotten bigger, and now you can kind of go through the draft and improve your team. Although they have these young pieces, I mean, these people are developing and they've had, you know, certainly top, what they had, what last year, didn't they have like a top 5 pick or something like that? I
Yeah.
mean, they've
Yeah, they
had
did.
high draft picks for a while. So, this was a really good move for Utah. I mean, I kind of hate it because
Yeah.
I really hate Utah. I've never liked Utah since
Man, that's more
since
about
the
John Stockton and
Mhm.
Karl Malone, man. Cut it
no,
out.
it don't matter. I've never been a
So
fan
you weren't
of
rocking with Darren
Utah.
Williams and Boozer with the hair with the painted
No,
hair?
nope,
I
no.
was
I
never really
just
a big fan of them either.
I
So yeah.
can't stand Utah. I don't care who's playing for them. I don't I can't stand the uniforms. I think it's whack that they have the name Jazz. Like there's no jazz anywhere in Utah.
Yeah,
So they
because
should not
the
have that
team
name.
came from New
I
Orleans.
don't care. I don't care. Well, they need to change it back just like what I'm saying, the Bobcats went back to the Hornets. They need to take the Jazz away from Utah. I know I'm just coming in personal feelings on them, but
What should the
this is a
name
nice
be?
move.
What should the name be?
What
Utah
what should the
Mormons.
name be?
Ah,
I was
man,
just
come
about to
on.
say that. I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Oh, man, this
I was
man like
gonna
this
say the
BYU, man.
Utah.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out, yo.
That's what it should be. Let's be honest. What?
Yeah.
What do you want? Utah sister wives? I know.
This guy right here, yo. You wild, man.
Come on, man.
You
Yeah,
wild.
nah, man. Sorry.
I mean, they got a good young
Bruh.
squad, man. You got Laurie Market and Ace Bailey, and now you adding in, you still have Yusuf Nurkic. You got Walker Kessler, which I like him a lot, and then now you're adding in, Jaren Jackson, and Jaren Jackson going from playing center to power forward might
Yeah.
have something.
That's what I was saying. You're gonna have 3 big guys right there. Your lineup is gonna be huge. And I think it really helps Memphis too, for the future because Memphis is getting a lot of draft picks out of the deal. I mean, you got 2027 first round pick, you got the Lakers first round pick, you got the Suns first round pick. I mean, you got 3 picks out of this trade. So that's really gonna help Memphis for the future. And then think about it, once they trade John Morant, they'll probably get more picks from somebody else. So I mean, they're gonna be
I
good
don't know, dog. You
for
think
the
they're gonna finesse
future
somebody out of
rebuilding.
picks for John Morant? You think they're gonna finesse somebody out of picks for John?
They might be able to. They might be able to. I mean, John
Maybe
Morant is
one.
still a real good player. Whether they get 1 or 2 or whatever, John Morant's still a real good player, so they can probably get some picks out of somebody, for John Morant. Because I mean, especially if those particular people don't have to give up, star players, and now getting rid of Jaren Jackson Jr., now they have room on their cap where they can absorb a bad contract and get some picks, and get rid of John Morant. So I
What
mean,
what
there's
what would you
different
give up
ways
for
that they
John
can go
Morant?
about it.
What would you give up for John Morant when you talking about picks?
I mean, it just really depends. It depends on the team. It depends on what we have.
Yeah, it depends on what we
So,
have already. So like if
yeah.
you have a solid team and all you need is like if you bring in John Morant, you think that's gonna put you over the top. I mean,
All right, so I give y'all 2
you'll
teams.
yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all 2 teams. Dom, I'm gonna give you
Okay.
because you New Orleans, and we know this. The Pelicans. What do you give up to get him?
He could take Zion, go, and a pick.
I want
I'm
them
just kidding.
together.
I'm kidding. I
I
wouldn't do that.
wouldn't do that.
I
I would
wouldn't do
probably
that.
try to
I
keep them
wouldn't do that.
together.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm talking about would you get you
I
like a
try
player
to
and a pick?
try to
Basically.
keep them together. Being the dysfunctional team from I don't know what. Second round, I think that's fair. If I can get
I'll
out of
give up
second round, I'll do that.
Mike, I'm gonna
the
give you the Miami
Lakers.
Heat. The Miami Heat. What you giving
Nah,
up
give
to
me
get
the
him?
Lakers. That's my squad. Give me the Lakers.
How would you
That's
want
my
John
squad.
Morant? That don't make
Because
no
I don't.
sense. How's that gonna
I'm just
work?
saying.
How's that gonna work?
Listen, I'm saying give me the Lakers because I don't care
Okay,
about the
fine.
Miami Heat. No, okay,
The
I'll take the
Lakers.
Heat. No, I'll take the Heat. I'll give up a draft pick. I give up a first round draft pick for John Morant if I was the Heat. I
And
give
what
up a first
player?
round draft pick.
And what player?
Shoot. The player, shoot. Whatever player you want other than Bam.
Dang, so
Shoot. I give
Tyler
up
Hero, you
I
give
give
up
up
him?
Hero.
Hey, I'm
You give
good
up
with
I give
Hero?
up
that.
Tyler
I'm
Hero.
good with that.
That's
thought
what
you
I'm saying.
saying
I give up
you
Tyler
give up
Hero.
Norman Powell for him.
I can see that.
I give up
But
who?
I don't.
Norman Powell.
I
wouldn't.
No, I want to
No.
keep. Hold on. I want to. Can I answer the question?
Yeah, right.
I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I want to keep Norman Powell if I can, but Tyler Hero, I give up Tyler Hero and I give up a first round draft pick, for John Morant. Of course I'm gonna try to negotiate and give up the least of, what I can give up, but yeah.
Yeah, Mike want to give up
does
guys.
not need to be in Miami though.
Hey, you know
That's
who Mike want to trade for him?
For John Morant to go.
Mike be trading
Right.
guys that ain't even playing no more.
Right.
I would. Whatever
what's
I
homeboy?
can.
You trade
I give
Scary
you my
Terry for him.
assistant
That's what
coach.
you trade. Scary Terry who going to jail. That's what you trade.
Uh-huh.
Mike gonna
Yo,
be
that's
like,
trade
crazy.
everybody
You
for
know
him.
you've
I'll
been hearing
give
his
you
name
Donis
in
Haslam.
trades. He gonna give you UD.
Huh?
I'll give you Donis
No,
Haslam, man. He's coming back. He's coming out of
I would too.
retirement.
I'll sign Udonis Haslam and then trade him. It'd be like, there you go. You can have Udonis Haslam. He's good. He's good for your locker room.
Bro, I can't believe that they actually talking about putting Terry Rozier in a trade. Who would trade for a guy that's under investigation and
Yeah, I
can't
saw
play?
that.
Nah, they wrong.
Like
for
nobody's traded for him. That's
I
wild
don't know.
work.
No.
But go ahead. You said the Lakers.
Yeah.
If you the Lakers, who you giving up? Who you gonna give up?
No, I give up that coveted first round draft pick that we never want to give up. I give that up. And it'd be hard because I'm not giving up Reeves. And of course, I'm not giving up Luka. So that'd be kind of hard. I give up LeBron since we're not gonna have him next year anyway. You can have LeBron. There you
Yo,
go.
son got a no trade clause. So that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, nah, you can't do that.
You think LeBron going to Memphis in a rebuild situation?
Expert
Yeah,
would do something messed up like re-sign him, re-sign him and trade him. Expert be like, nah, you'll be a Laker until you retire.
What about LaRavia? You'll give up LaRavia?
Yeah, I give up LaRavia. I like LaRavia, but I give him up.
Yeah,
I give him up because we got to
It'd
make some
probably be,
changes, man.
you know, y'all want to get rid of Rui Hachimura, which I don't understand it, but you hear his name in trades every day.
Yeah, I like Rui Hachimura, but yeah, eventually we have to do something. The Lakers have to do something. We can't just keep all our players because we like them or whatever because we don't have a championship team, and so we're gonna have to give up Rui. LaRavia.
I don't think y'all gonna do nothing. I think y'all just gonna ride it out and see what.
Oh, we are.
LeBron, yeah, like
we're getting ready for the off season. I mean, LeBron's gonna come
Right.
off the book, so we're gonna use his money to try to get something. So that's what that is.
We got the other thing that's on the news right now. Everybody's on the Giannis watch, and it's a lot of teams that they saying linked to him. They saying the New York Knicks. They saying the Miami Heat, the Golden State
Minnesota.
Warriors, Minnesota. For me, when I hear this, the one that bugs me the most is Golden State because I sit there and be like, they like Jonathan Kuminga and picks. If I was the Bucks GM, I wouldn't even answer the phone for that. You want to trade me a guy that ain't even in your rotation for Giannis and some picks? Are you serious?
I thought they're also talking about what's his name?
Draymond?
Draymond, yeah. They were talking about
No,
Draymond.
man. Even if you said
Yeah.
Draymond, why would I want to give up Draymond?
Nobody.
Why would I want Draymond in return for Giannis? A
Bro,
guy
nobody-
that can't even get
It was
10
like
points a game.
Draymond and picks. It was a
No,
lot of picks
man.
though.
And I don't
You
heard
know you
Jimmy
gonna have to
Butler.
You're gonna have to break come on now. You know Giannis, like you should already know they're asking for a lot for Giannis and he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, but
That's
it's like
where
for the Golden State, they really could be playing for next year though. Because they could
This
just
is the-
trade him and then sit him and he don't even play.
This the thing,
That's
though.
what I probably would do.
Look at their roster. Outside of Steph Curry, who would you actually want? Jimmy Butler's hurt. He's done for the season. He's old. He has a major injury. Draymond is terrible without Steph Curry. I mean, what would you want from their team? Kuminga's not even in the rotation.
Well, what they can get from them, like I said, are draft picks. They have their 2020. Yeah, they have the 2026, the 28, 2030, 2032, and potential pick swaps. They had to give up all of that plus Kuminga and maybe some other players. I don't know to really make it work. I don't know if Milwaukee's going to go for that, but that's what you're going to have to give up. And they're going to probably have to add some other teams in. It's going to probably have to be more than just those two
Right.
teams. But to make
And
it
I
work.
remember we was talking about this offline. You was like, them picks ain't even going to be valuable because he go over there and they start winning. You picking at the end of the draft.
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
even help you.
If you put
and
Giannis on the team with Steph Curry, they're number one.
Right. And this is the other thing, too. When
also,
they say,
I think they were talking about Pozinski. Like they were talking about
Come
him
on,
as well.
man. That dude's he's a
Well,
rotation player, man. Come on, cut
yeah,
it out,
well,
Yeah,
yo.
nobody wants
you
him.
don't have to break.
Cut it
I'm
out,
telling
yo.
you, you trade for Giannis, you sit him, let him get healthy, you still tank, and then you get some draft picks. You use some of the draft that you got left, maybe get some pieces around there, because at the end of the day, you got the greatest shooter of all time, and he's not getting any younger, and so you need to maximize that. So I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
The teams that's been mentioned, I like Minnesota. I see that. I mean, you got to give it Randall and Go Gadget, but I don't know if they really want that. But him and Ant-Man together, ooh wee, that would
Yeah,
be something
but
special to see.
Is that
but it's
enough in
still
the
the
West though?
it's still the same. Yeah, it might be. It's still the same situation
Yeah.
though. It's still the
Yeah.
same situation. No, I mean, as far as what are they going to give up for him? Because just like the Golden State situation, Golden State actually has more to really give up because they got more picks and stuff to give up. But so Milwaukee's still not getting anything. So
I guess.
Milwaukee is gonna have to just be happy with picks.
Well, out of the teams that's been mentioned, though, I think the Knicks got the best offer, though. It's the same thing goes with Miami. What are they gonna give you? Even they give you Bam, I guess that ain't no needle mover. And then if you look at the Milwaukee situation for Giannis, they're gonna gut the roster so much that he'll be in the same position just in Miami. So that's why I say I think I like the Knicks situation. They can give up a lot and still compete as long as it's not Jalen Brunson.
I'm gonna be honest. If I were the Knicks, I wouldn't mess it. I wouldn't mess
I
this
wouldn't
thing
do
up
it
because
either.
of the fact. Here's the thing: you just won the NBA Cup. You're in a weak East. You do have the Pistons there. This is your opportunity. If you bring in Giannis, Giannis is gonna have to play right now because you are at the. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to go to the championship this year. Not 2027, not 2028. And I'm sorry, I'm not touching him with this calf situation. Because the second you trade all your pieces away, and then you get Giannis, and then he tears his Achilles, your season is
Kevin Durant.
ruined.
Yeah.
Ruined.
Actually, for 2 years, because he got a rehab for a whole year.
There you go. It's ruined. It's ruined. And New York will riot if that happens.
Yo, could you imagine Stephen A. Smith the next day when that happens?
Dog. They would lose their mind if that happens, dog. Like, so I'm gonna be honest, Knicks, don't do nothing. Just keep the squad you got and ride with that. Sorry. I wouldn't do it.
That's the thing about Giannis that I would be worried about too. That something's about to happen. He's about to his Achilles. Something's about to happen with him. So I'll be scared to give up my picks and players for him right now.
You know who I actually think would make a good situation? Boston. Give up Tatum.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I would.
You don't need him.
That's
if they're willing,
not bad though. That's
and he can.
not a bad
guess
idea.
What? You give up Tatum, he can still sit and get healthy.
Because you can say, look, hey, Tatum is a lot younger. Tatum was, you know what I'm saying? Like you could just say, hey, Tatum, straight up, Tatum for Giannis.
I would do it. I would definitely do that. Now.
Actually, that's actually a good.
That's
plan.
a needle mover, bro.
Because then you have Jaylen Brown and Giannis, and you still have
Derek White. You got a squad still.
Yeah,
man. Oh man, that's putting pressure on the East right there. That's putting pressure right there.
They going to the finals. A team squad, that squad together, healthy.
I think Milwaukee's still gonna want picks. You know what I'm saying? Because
But if you getting Tatum, though, how greedy can you get with picks, though? You getting Jason Tatum. How greedy can you get?
I mean, I'll send a pick over with him. You can have a pick and Jason Tatum. There you go.
I'll give you two. You have two of them.
There you go.
No, because you're going to give him two because the guy's coming off an Achilles tear. So that's why you get him two picks. It ain't like he's out there on the court right now.
Yeah, and if they're Boston's picks, they're not going to be good picks anyway.
Right.
They're not going to be good
I don't mind
picks.
that. I don't mind that because him and Jaylen Brown would be serious.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Because and I think Boston has a better surrounding cast than Minnesota does. So yeah, like I mean, I like that. I mean, straight up.
That's the best trade I think you could come up with in the whole NBA is that right there. That's the trade.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm hearing rumors that the Cavs are involved. I hope not, because I think you got to give up too much. And I mean, the salary is not built for no, 3-team guys like the Heatles. Just you did enough already.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Let's work on the team. I don't know about.
And this is not Heatles that are in their prime. That's the thing too.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, if
with the
Giannis is
Eagles, all
healthy,
of them were in their prime. Like
Yeah.
this is not
expert, if
It-
you the GM of the Cavs, would you go ahead and press play Evan Mobley and whatever else you need to get done for Giannis?
But yeah, most definitely. And the reason
Right
why
now with Giannis being hurt.
yeah, and the reason why I would do it, because you got old James Harden on there right now, and that means you have no choice but to make the push right now to win
You
the
do have to,
championship.
yeah. You
So
do.
yeah, I would snatch up Giannis and hope that he, can come back healthy for next season and stuff and run it. That's gonna be your
Bro,
best chance. That's gonna be your best
could you
chance.
imagine a year from now having the Beard, James Harden, Spider Mitchell, LeBron, and Giannis? Who could beat you?
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Okay,
Right
that's now this really
That's a
sounds
video game right there.
you really taking it back to when we was in college, making these ridiculous teams, putting these ridiculous teams together. 'Cause
But it could
that is-
happen.
That
It could
sounds
happen
ridiculous.
though. It could actually happen.
But here's the crazy thing. KP always makes these crazy things or whatever, but this
I
particular
thought we were
thing,
done with these super teams. I thought
Yeah,
we were done with
I know.
super
But look, this particular thing could actually happen because LeBron James might not be really making any money next season. So if
Right,
they
he can take the vet minimum.
if they get Giannis, then they get LeBron James in free agency. That actually could happen at this
It
point.
could happen, man.
Man, that would be crazy.
Yo, you know how sick people would be? Because you
I hope they
definitely
still lose.
you getting a ring. You getting one, maybe two out of that.
I
That's
hope they
wild work.
still lose. I hope they do
Bro.
all that. LeBron James, his legacy
you
gonna
know
be messed
some of
up.
them Jordan lovers are gonna lose it if LeBron gets on another.
Yo,
They are gonna
imagine LeBron
lose
staying around so he can be like, I got seven. Seven's more than six.
it.
Well, man, you heard it from here from us first, man. Let us know what y'all think about the NBA trade deadline, and let us know what you think about some of these potential trades. Tell us who you want to see Giannis go to. I want to hear from y'all. Like, share, subscribe. We'll
Lakers.
catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.